on Sunrise. Viewers, wouldn't you like to wake up, rebalance, and re-energize the body with daily pre-session morning yoga and post-session meditation for relaxation and de-stressing? Well, that's just a small part of what is available in the Retreat for Women Leaders and Entrepreneurs. In studio to tell us more, I'm joined by Elizabeth Terry. She's the NLP trainer and master coach from Limitless Transformation Coaching Training Services Limited. Good morning and welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning, Emma. Great to be here.
So over the past 5 years, you've been interacting with young professional women, and this spawned the idea for the retreat. But tell me about your observations. What were you seeing that needed help?
Well, the majority of my clients are actually women. And what I notice is that women have a particular need. They are in the workplace, and the workplace is really run by the man's game.
The board?
Yes.
Chairman
very
of the
much
board,
so. It's very logic and left brain based. And women, if they're really going to connect fully with their feminine power, usually depend more on intuition and emotion. And I think for the workplace to really function well, you need a balance.
True.
I think the world is calling actually for a lot more feminine power in a good way. I don't want the men to get, antsy here, but it's more about balance. So women actually have much more stress in the workplace because they are anxious about not being able to be fully themselves, authentically. So you find that anxiety levels are higher in women. In fact, studies have shown it's twice as high in women on the job and 4 times as high at home for women. So that whole business of juggling home as well as work is an issue. So anxiety, of course, produces a lot of cortisol in the body, and that in turn produces other kinds of physical ailments.
Exactly.
Heart
See how the
attacks,
stress
strokes,
is now causing the entire body to start to have dysfunction.
Exactly.
So that spawned the idea for you to do a particular kind of retreat for women.
Yes.
So walk us through what are the objectives or what will be achieved at a 4-day workshop of this kind.
So it's we are coining this idea of mind, body, and soul retreat, right?
Total care.
woman, yes, total woman. So as you said in the opening, it's release, re-energize, and reset. So we're about getting rid of toxic emotional baggage. So it's all well and good to release physically the things that you're not working. Like I heard the previous, your host talk about getting rid of, the idea of eating brownies. but you also need to get rid of the emotional waste that we carry around. So there are techniques that we can use called timeline therapy that help an individual to quickly get rid of that stuff and walk around a lot lighter.
So we have a series of workshops that the participants will be going through.
Right. So there's sessions within the retreat that will allow persons to identify what are those blocks, those things that are keeping them stuck, weighing them down, doubts, limiting beliefs about themselves, negative emotions from things that have passed that they need to leave behind, and how to be able to get rid of that. Also reconnecting with passion and purpose, and ensuring that values that you have are aligned with those so that you can more easily move forward in achieving your goals. How to set goals, not just set them, but do it in a way that you actually are going to achieve them. Honing leadership skills, because of course, women in leadership, well, you need NLP skills, neuro-linguistic programming, to help you cognitively to be able to
navigate the world that you're going to be confronted with.
Absolutely. And also about how to recognize your particular strengths and talents. We're all different. And how to leverage those to add more value to your own business or to the organization that you serve and build trust within your teams. We think all of this is really necessary. And of course, yoga by our
the biggest de-stressor
yes,
ever.
Our master teacher, Sharon Fiani, is one of our presenters. She's also a wellness guru and cookbook author. And
we've had her on our show as well.
Yeah, so Sharon is going to be joining us. And also Tanya Smith, who is, like myself, she's an NLP trainer and a business strategist. So So together, along with Dana McIntyre Pike, who has put together and is finalizing now the accommodation and tours for the retreat, because we also are catering for women in the Caribbean, women overseas, to come to Jamaica and experience Kingston as the cultural capital of
So you
Jamaica.
build us up to deal with the workforce, and then you're
Yes.
going to give us a nice tour.
Absolutely. You have to get a
relax as well.
taste of Jamaica. And you know something, Amma? There are a lot of Jamaicans who don't know Jamaica.
True.
And so we are offering a full cultural evening and a day tour to various places in Kingston to be finalized.
Another question I want to ask is, why did you decide to become a coach and master trainer? What brought you to this point?
Well, I've been in human resources development most of my life. And I really wanted to have a greater impact on persons so that they could maximize their potential. Because I saw a lot of people sort of like on hamsters on treadmills, you
Just
know?
doing it for the sake of doing it, not knowing my
Exactly.
true potential.
Exactly. And so I had a very deep desire to be able to assist people to really hone their skills and to be able to live their purpose and passion.
Okay. So when is the timeline that we're looking at for the retreat?
January 2020.
So we have time to...
Auspicious start of a new decade.
Do you find that people make all of these grand plans and, you know, set goals in January? You know, well, they would have just done it for
Yes.
their resolutions, and then they fall off by
Yes.
June, which is where we are now?
Absolutely. I don't believe in resolutions.
You believe in what then?
I believe in goals. Because sometimes resolutions are negative, meaning I need to stop doing A, B, or C.
As opposed to a goal which says...
This is what I want. This is where I'm going. Yes.
Who is the ideal candidate for the retreat?
Professionals, 35 to 55, persons who may feel a little disconnected from what they're currently doing, want to reconnect with their passion and purpose, maybe
So pretty much
frustrated.
anyone that wants to really
Yes.
connect with their mind, body, and soul.
Absolutely.
I see. And what's
Yes.
the cost for this retreat?
Well, we are working that out as we speak.
And where do we get additional information?
www.limitlesstransformationja.com.
Thank you so much for joining us here on
Yes.
Sunrise this morning. And we look forward to the total reworking and holistic
Absolutely.
care of our women of Jamaica.
Thank you, Amma, for having me.
All righty. It's now time for a quick break here on Sunrise, but more when we come back.